Hi everyone, it's good to see you here. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Tim Pham. New in the last 12 hours, last night several people came together in Spokane Valley to remember the Gorge shooting victims. It's been more than a week since the shooting at the campground next to the Gorge amphitheater that killed 2 people and injured 3 others, including the suspect. Close to 24 people gathered at Marabou Point Park, holding small candles and making bracelets with names of the victims. The Vigil co-organizer, Shelby Major, says that she was at the Gorge inside the festival when the shooting happened.
Being together, and I know being with other people and being able to share your experiences helps people heal, and not everybody has that safe space at home or the family and friends to be able to process through it. So I thought it was good to provide that space.
The Facebook page Wildland Moderators shows there were also vigils held last night in Tacoma and Portland. The suspect, James Kelly, appeared in court last week in Grant County. He faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of first-degree assault, and 1 count of first-degree assault domestic violence. Looking ahead now, tomorrow, Brian Coburger, the man charged with killing 4 University of Idaho students, will be back in court. There will be a hearing discussing a pause of proceedings so he can dispute his grand jury indictment. Coburger is asking for the full documents and time to review those documents to contest his indictment. The state argues he is only entitled to an audio recording or transcript of the jury proceedings. The release of the grand jury records will be discussed tomorrow at 1:30 in the Latah County Courthouse. Last Thursday, Coburger's defense filed an objection with the court. They claim because the state hasn't given details about the genetic genealogy testing done, it is hiding its case. We previously reported court documents from the Latah County Prosecutor's Office showed DNA from a swab of Coburger's cheek is a, quote, statistical match to DNA on the knife sheath left behind at the crime scene. Coburger's defense team wants information on the methods used to make the match, and they say there is no explanation for the lack of DNA evidence from the victims in Coburger's apartment, office, home, or car. The trial is set to start October 2nd. Right now, a new round of Wildland firefighters are undergoing training in North Bend ahead of what is expected to be a busy fire season. Instructors are giving the first full in-scale, in-person training of its kind since 2019, with almost 300 students enrolled. So for 10 days, they'll learn how to dig fire lines, burn extra fuel to keep fires from spreading, and everything else it takes to stay ahead this fire season.
It ramps up, so as the fire's growing, we start calling in more resources. When we'll usually hit a peak at some point, fire will get contained, and then we'll start releasing resources.
The state is hiring more firefighters this year and buying more aircrafts to fight wildfires. $125 million in state funding will be dedicated to firefighting resources over the next 2 years. All right, let's switch gears and talk weather now at this noon hour. It's 12:04 here. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is in the Weather Center. Thomas, 76 degrees here at noon. And this week was a kind of a slow crawl into the high temperatures, but I got to say, Hoop Fest downtown, perfect weather. It wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold, but you did say there was kind of like a stray shower, and that's something we're going to see here over the next couple of days. Isn't that right?
Yeah, if you remember from Saturday night, skies got a little bit cloudy, it got a little gusty. I think downtown missed out on that shower. I think it went just to the north of where all the courts were set up, but those pop-up scattered showers are certainly right on cue today. So let's zoom in, because you can notice just in the last couple of frames, watch the mountains just all light up. They just come alive, these showers and storms do over North Idaho, far northern Washington, same thing over the Cascades. And if you look closely, and I know it's a little bit blinding for myself out here, you might see a couple lightning icons as well. Again, right on cue. It's just that sunshine that's just heating up and energizing our atmosphere from the bottom up. So no wonder we're starting to see some convection as the clouds start to turn over. Yeah, it just got up to 79 now as of this noon hour. Got some low 80s over central Washington, even 85 in Omak, and it's just noon. That sun's still cutting through as well. So we'll have a closer look at Doppler radar coming up in a moment, but realize that our extended outlook is trending way up temperature-wise. The summer heat is here to stay, and then some. We'll show you when 90s are likely in our forecast. Again, all coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Looking forward to it, Thomas. Thank you. Taking a look at news around the Northwest, a Washington Superior Court judge rejected a request to block Washington's new law banning the sale of certain semi-automatic weapons. The ban took effect in April and was immediately challenged by gun rights advocate groups. The ruling keeps it in place while legal challenges make their way through the courts. Another Washington judge rejected a separate request to block the law earlier this month. And thousands of Washington residents could soon have access to high-speed internet. The Department of Treasury announced the approval of nearly $195 million for broadband internet projects. Most of it will be earmarked to provide internet service in areas without it right now, connecting about 33,000 homes and businesses. The new funding must offer a discounted internet program for low-income households.